The most important thing today we're going to cover is name. What's in a name? So how important it is to understand what your name is about. What does your name do for you? Can a name really help you in life, or it can be a hindrance? And can someone change his or her name? So I'm going to give very few examples. And this is from one of my clients. She came and she told me that her business was thriving. She was doing very well. And as of recent years, it started to take a down curve, and she's not doing very well. And when I went through the circumstances that she has been going through, she told me something very important, that she got married and changed her name. So her surname, she took her husband's surname. And when I did her name on her own before she got married, and then her name after she got married, I found out that her name was working, her new name, her new surname was working against her. So what does this mean? Let's introduce this in a very, very simple terms. So when we're born, the name that we are assigned will hold a specific vibration. And this vibration will speak a lot about who we are, what we are expected to do in life, and the essence of the name that has been chosen for us will determine a number of things. It will determine what we call your soul number or your soul path in life. So your soul path comes from your name. It will also feed into your personality. So those are two very important things. Your soul path is determined inside of you. Like no one is really going to see this, but you will be, according to the vibration of the name that has been given you, want to take a specific path in life, like it's called your soul path, to fulfill yourself. So this is why when people come to me and say, I'm not fulfilled in my work, I'm not fulfilled in what I do in life, I basically do their soul number and I tell them the thing that you have chosen is not going in sync with your soul path in life. And I ask them usually, without thinking practically, just when I tell you what makes you happy in life, they usually tell me, oh, what makes me happy in life is to really do work in open air or in space or in nature, or something to do with the arts, or something to do with plants, cultivation, saving animals. And here, we need to be very careful about what we are aligned with, because a name can do a lot of things for us or against us. So that's soul. The soul path is something you will only know. You will be the one to feel it inside of you. People on the outside will not really know what your soul number is. The second thing that a name also determines is what I call your personality. So personality is how you appear to the world outside. So once you go out and interact with people, there is a certain persona, there is a certain projection, there is something that exudes from us. So people would feel that you are, for example, trustworthy, or feel that you're a healer, that whenever you are around them, they feel good. If their anxiety abates, or if you visit someone who is in hospital and you hold your hand, they always say, whenever you come, I feel much, much better. So this also comes from your name. And personality here, it will project more on how people perceive you, not how you perceive yourself. So the first thing, so the name is divided into two. something that is unseen, which we call the soul path, that will come from your name, and something that the face you show to the world, your outside persona that you will project in society. Now, also the third thing that a name does for you is what we call your power. Like, are you in your power? We call it your power name. So here, how powerful is your name? How is it serving you? Hence, that client who came to me and told me, ever since she got married and changed her surname, her business is not doing well because she started signing contracts. She started using the new surname, which went completely against her what we call life path number. So here we have many alignments. Numerology can serve us in many, many ways. And numerology here will play a role in the name that you assume. And of course, it will be directed to the date of birth. So those two, we can use the numbers to understand ourselves more. The workshop that I'm offering is going to focus on how you can play with your name in order to serve you better. How you can be in alignment with your mission, your path. And if, for example, you cannot, let's say you've had to marry and change your surname and you cannot change it again, what do we do? So here we can play a little bit around with the spelling, add something, add a middle name, add an initial to give it that power name, to remain in your power so that it is aligned with who you are. So numerology serves us when it comes to our name that we're born with, and we can change over the years. And the second thing, our date of birth. And those are two sets of numbers that can work together or work against one another. So sometimes people would come to me and their name is wonderful. Like they are in alignment with lots of things, but things are going against them in life. And they're telling me what is happening. And then here I tell them that your name is toxic to your date of birth, as in the main number that you will assume in life. So here it is very important to bring the two in alignment and make your numbers serve you. So what is a given name? Because I am going to concentrate on names first. A name is a vibration. Vibration. So when you are born, the first thing you are given are two things: your date of birth, when you were born, the day, the month, the year, and the name. And all the two convert to a vibration. Is a specific vibration that comes from the numbers that are assumed by your date of birth. It's a specific vibration you're born under because of the constellations, because of the stars. So they also serve you. And the second thing is the name that you are given with you, together with your surname, becomes part of your vibrational identity in life. And just as I said, the name can work for or against you. So sometimes people, when they have not been married, they find that their life is not smooth, bumpy road. They're on a bumpy road. But the minute they get married and change their name, things change. And they think it's because they met Mr. Wonderful or he met his Lady Luck. It's not like that. It is the vibration of the new name that they have assumed, and vice versa. So here, numbers play a great deal in our lives, and the vibrational essence of what we say, like every time people pronounce your name, this vibration, this wavelength is what is going to be affecting your body. So your body itself is affected by the vibration of the name you assume, which is very interesting and very important. Now, in this workshop, we are going to go a step ahead of not just converting your name into numbers to see how it serves you and how it doesn't serve your path number, your destiny number. No, I'm going to go one step ahead by showing you how each letter in your name has got a specific shape. And the sound of each letter itself is a specific vibration. So the vibration of every single letter and the shape of every single letter affects you, affects your life, affects your choices in life, which is very interesting because not a lot of people are aware of this. So here in life, we are affected by sound, which is a vibration that converts to number. And we are affected by shape. A specific shape is also something that affects us in life. Here, the shape that can affect you in a name are the shapes of your letters. And I'll go through the whole alphabet of how each letter is unique in itself and affects you in a specific way. And also, every letter, where it is placed. Just as your date of birth, you have the day of birth, which gives a specific number, very different from the number from the month of birth, and again, very different from the number that we get from the year of birth. And people usually ask me, all right, just as letters affect us, the shape of letters, what about numbers? Yes, absolutely. The shape of numbers are also assuming a specific vibration and a specific, let's say, task. It's an indication. It indicates what it carries within it. So here, it is important in understanding the self, not just to meditate and focus on yourself going inside. This is of vital importance. But what you assume in life, like names that you carry, numbers that you say, some people come and say, these are my lucky numbers. And I know why they have chosen this number and whether they are in alignment with this number or not. More often than not, when people say, this is my lucky number, it's because every time they choose this number, they win something, or the car is lucky for them, or the new house that they moved into brings a lot of happiness. All these things affect us. Now, once we know the vibrational essence of our name, choose many things, and we're able to realize where the toxicity in our life is coming from. For example, as I just said, as you move into a new house, is the number of this house serving you? Is it in alignment with your soul number? Is it in alignment with your personality number? Is it in alignment with your power name number or not? And if it's not, what can we do? How do we change it? All this can be addressed. Now, the second thing that is also interesting is sometimes people are not aware that when they change, for example, especially with business, even on a personal level with life, when they change their mobile number, the mobile number can also go against them. Because when we add the number of the mobile they're carrying, let's say for a business, and it's against their mission in life, their destiny number, then again, or their major numbers, whether from a name or from a date of birth, it works against them. And by coincidence, they would just say, I changed my mobile, and this new mobile number is like magic. Since I got it, I started to have more friends. I started to socialize. I started to do things. Now, they don't really think of, they usually think of the mobile itself, but they don't think of the number of their mobile number. It's very important. Numbers are no more than a vibration, just as letters are, all are converted to numbers. So in essence, numbers control our lives. But we are one step ahead. Why? Because once we understand what each number does, we can play with numbers. We can play with numbers and make them serve us, not control us. That's the beauty and the magic of understanding these sciences. So also the car that you drive, what are the letters? The plate number. This also you can be for you or against you, especially if you're a salesperson and you're on the road all the time. Your car is very important to you. Is the number plate playing its magic role by serving your soul path? Is it against your destiny number? What is it doing to you? This is also very important. Now, sometimes we also say our pets, no? Pets come into our lives and give us great joy. But we would say, ever since this dog came into my life, it came with lots of catastrophes. This would break. We never had joy with that dog. Or you know why? Because of the name of your pet. So just as the name works for you, the name that you assign things like the name for your pet can work for or against you. It's very important to understand this. Another thing is naming your children. Are you naming your children to serve them, to serve their life path number? Or are you choosing a name that will go against their life path number so that it would become toxic? This is why we sometimes see people who are at odds with themselves. They, no matter what they do in life, they are unhappy. Something is not right. And it's because their numbers are not really working for them, but they are toxic, working against them. So everything in life, and a name is important because the sound, don't we say sound heals? So just as people call out your name, if your name is against your life path, every time they call you, it's not really serving you. It is consolidating something that you are at odds with or at war. Like we sometimes say this person is always at odds with himself, or this person is always having problems with everything, cannot settle in a job, or crashes a car, or is never happy wherever he or she moves. Now, something also very important is the name of the city you are living in, the name of the country. It also converts to numbers. Are these numbers for or against you? This is why sometimes people say, ever since I moved to this new country, everything fell into alignment. No, it's the name. It's the vibration of that country that is in perfect harmony and vibration with your name and your life path number. So if people think that we are born naked, they need to think again. We always come to life with a toolbox, with everything that we need, which is engraved in the date of birth that we come through into this world. It says a lot about us, and the name and how it is spelled. That also holds the toolbox of why we are here, what's our life purpose, what's our personality like, is this serving our life purpose or going against it, serving our soul purpose or going against it. How are we to maneuver in life? All these are beautiful sciences, and it is feeding into the structure of understanding the self. So know thyself by knowing what your name means, what your name is vibrating, what your name is communicating to you and to the world, the power of your name, and your own personal alignment with the date of birth that you have been born. This way we can serve ourselves and become better.